Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for just liking and subscribing. And thank you so much for being here and listening to what I have to say. Today, we're going to just go with the flow. I have no idea what we're going to do today. But once again, thank you. Love you. And let's get started. Okay. First, we're going to call in all the angels. We're going to open up our circle. Yes, thank you. Dear God, universe, may the grace of understanding and awareness open up my mind and heart to receive soul insights and enlightenment knowledge. I ask that only the highest of intentions and energy be present in this experience. Please help me release my ego fears so that I can clearly see, feel, hear, and understand the lessons my soul needs to be shown at this time. All right, let's go. Let's get this party started. Alright, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am an Aquarius Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Libra Rising. Okay, y'all. Now, there's a lot going on energies, but it should start balancing off. So today we're going to call in the masculines and see what God they are today. What kind of energy is going on in that side of the world. So, we got the God energy. Put that over there. We're going to pull out the feminine energy. And we're just going to go from there. Okay, feminine energy. Divine feminine energy. Come on, work with me here, people. Work with me, work with me, work with me. There we go. Okay. Divine feminine energy. This one? Okay. Alright. Got that. Okay, we're going to do some shadow work. What kind of shadow work is going on right now? I know there's a lot. But if we can work on it, then we can heal it. That's all I got to say. Shadow work. What is going on with the shadow work? Okay. How about the light work? What can we bring into the light? What is in our light for the divine masculine and feminine? Okay. Okay, got that. Okay. Okay, for the divine masculine today, ooh, the God of battle. Oh my God, he's having to put on his warrior. The shadow is fear. I knew that. That's what I was just telling somebody. Amazing. Second, goddess of rage. Lord have mercy. We got any sunshine in all of this? Unconditional love. Well, well, well. Look what we got going on here today. Second, she's the goddess of rage. But you see that's in the lower regions, the sacral, and the woman region. And then we got Aries. Okay, we'll just have to take a stroll down their memory lane. It looks like we're going on the inside to find out. We're battling a lot of insight about fear. Fear right now, we got 666. Lord help us all. It's like the transition of 666. As below. This is all below energy. Low vibration energy. So. Fear. Fear is a big issue for everybody right now. Fear is coming in because he doesn't want you to move on. He doesn't want you to move ahead. He doesn't want you to move out of it. This is the wounded masculine, part of the masculine that wrapped from his inner qualities around action and protectiveness. What I am referring to is the part of the masculine's heart that went to war and still yet to return. Due to the rise of the religion and war conscience, many battles have been fought and subsequent effect. So right now it looks like everybody is going to be fighting it's like he went and did stuff out of fear to and he had to go to battle. So he put his love on hold, and his heart is blocked right now. So unconditional love, and it just seems like we're just tired. The rage of the goddess, that's not good, but fear stems from the logic and what is going on with the energies. Makes perfectly good sense. And it's saying that the divine feminine rage, let us come together now to shine some light on this stuff. Feeling your rage is a form of light work. This may seem counterintuitive, but when the light worker women allow the rage that is deeply rooted within the collective of the feminine to come forth, the negative connotations. Look at the area in your life where you feel unsafe to show your power. What do you hold back at work? I am bringing forward the message today to you that you are safe. You are safe to be a wild woman. You can stand up for yourself and still be good. You can be a bitch and be of service. You do not have to play nice to be loved, valued, or good. What this world needs most right now is authenticity, free expression of what is really held within. Opinions, emotions, shadow aspect. It is time to run wild and free. So, like I was saying, this all stems from the womb around your intuitive. And yes, and with rage, you can do it, and there's nothing wrong with it. He's gone to battle, and now we're allowing fear to be on the shadow side. We're afraid to show our rage. We're afraid. The men are afraid to show their love, and the women are afraid. It's like, if you can't stand up for yourself in the collective, you have to stand up for the whole feminine entity. And there's a lot of damage that's been done to the femininity world. And as we come into our power, we also are going to be angry. And with that anger, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to produce? There's nothing wrong with anger. Is still an energy. And you got to remember, this is root sin. This is past life. This is everything. Women have been like, you can't speak. You can't do this. That upsets me. I'm sorry. So we are speaking our truth. We are standing up for ourselves from the root. This isn't about love and all that. This is about standing in your power as a female. And if you are being unjust or being put down, stand up for yourself. Because in the collective, women have been told they can't do this, they can't do that. Now, the man in battle, and that's all, the shadow work is the fear. Being afraid to be you. Being afraid to love. Being afraid that if I get angry, people ain't gonna like me. Well, personally, I really don't care. People move on. But people will respect your truth if it's done with tact. The god of battle, Aries, he had to go to war, but he now that the war may be over, now he's left with himself. And he may fear that he may not know where his love center is. But it all boils down to unconditional love right now. And there's a battle that's brewing within the men, and we know this. They're being awakened to be the god, to be the warrior. We are standing up, and it's like a mirror effect. We're standing up because we're tired. He has to stand up because he wants love. And fear is shadowing both aspects. And we can't allow fear to win. Because fear is an illusion. Fear is in your mind. Fear will keep you frozen of where you're at until you say, you know what, I'm done with this. And then you open up your heart. Then you start opening up, and fear doesn't have control. I'm afraid to go get that job because they may not like me. I'm afraid. Fear. Fear is our death. But love is the opposite of fear. Once we start loving, unconditional love is the sunshine to all of this. We will get to that part. We will stand up for love. A man can go to battle with logic. That makes sense to him. Now that the war is over, he has to stand alone with himself, and he's afraid. But if we send him love and tell him that you are worth more than what you think you are. Because on the outside, he has his armor. He's ready to go to battle. That's a warrior. That's who he is. But on the inside, he doesn't know who he is because of love. Lack of love. And so love will always bring you home. Love is the most important ingredient right now for everybody. And it's hard for the masculine. Yes, they love, but they only know this love. You know, like if you had layers, they only know this love. Women down here, this is the love he knows. Warrior stance. Standing ground. Go fight the battle. Go to work. Do this. That's all 3D battles. But today that is over with. That 3D shit is gone. Let it go. Now it's time for the feminine to rise because she's angry. She wants to rise up and say enough is enough. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now the man, his feminine energy has to stand up and has to go, you know what? There's something wrong. I want to be loved. I want love back. But how do I go about it? How do I know my worth? How do I know? But the feminine, she sees it in him. She feels it. She knows. So we have to send, what do we always have to send? Unconditional love. We have to birth a new nation together. We have to birth it. We have to be angry and let go of all the injustice that has been done to the feminine entity for years and generations, and we have to heal that. We have to fix that. The man goes to battle. He goes to war. He not just war. He goes to work. He thinks that we've made them feel, and society as a whole has made a divine masculine feel that for him to be worth, he has to get up and go to work. Come home. That's it. Bring his money. But a lot of the women are saying, no, that is not what I need from you. That is not what I want. He doesn't know how to switch it. So with the divine union and the sacred union that we're going through, it's a battle. But he's afraid. We're afraid to stand up, and he's afraid to let go. So with that, both of us have to know unconditional love. And know that if we do what we need to do for who we are protected. We are protected. Once we understand that, fear, this has no foothold in life whatsoever. So, well, we got the energy. Let's see what's going on with the energy. Okay? There's so much going on right now with the energies. So we'll just say the energy for the god of battle, for the divine masculine. What can we do? What can he do right now for himself? What can he go with? I'm not saying that all divine masculine don't know. They do know. They felt it when they met their flame, and they're confused. But fear is still riding on their skirt tails because he doesn't understand that he's worth so much more with love. That he's worth so much more when he lets his love shine instead of his ego. So he's afraid to do the flip from 3D to 5D. But once he makes that, then life will be on such a beautiful path that his ego is still there. No matter what, his ego is still there. But if we can send him love and let him know that we are working our best to overcome all this for him, as we overcome millions of years of women being treated like crap. There's a lot of work we got to do, people. A lot of work. And this is not just because we love our masculine. We also love ourselves. But as a collective, once we start, it's like the healing. We're healing not just ourselves, but we're intertwining our flame with the collective, with the whole web of light. We have to intertwine all that. And every female is working on this. It's an inside job that it won't take long because we got divine protection. We got divine love. We are divine. We are divine beings, but we're still here in our power. We still have the power because we've cleared it out. We've cleared our chakras. We know where we're going. It's just not about this union. It's about your power. Stand in your power. Stand in firm. And get mad. Let that rage rise up. You have a flame. Flame it. Do your thing. Don't be afraid. Don't allow fear to run. Okay. Divine masculine energy. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. This is my new cards. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. They're called energy cards. They're so pretty. They really are. I think they're gorgeous. I think these are the energy cards. Let's see. Yeah. They're the Energy Oracle Card Guidebook. See? They're so pretty. Okay, we got some energy for the Divine Masculine, God of Battle. What can he do? Okay. We got that. The energy of fear. Let's say the energy of Sekhmet, the goddess of rage. The goddess of rage. What kind of energy is that? Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Deceit. Maybe there's something's going on with his deceit. Walk away. Maybe a lot of the females know that they're unhappy where their situation is, and they're getting angry about it, and they may just have to walk away. It could be a job, it could be a person, it could be a family member, but you can't allow fear to keep you in control. If you need to walk away, then do so. And know that you are guided and protected. As long as you follow your intuition in your heart, you know, you are guided. Deceit. I think that Aries, the god of battle, he went to battle for the wrong thing. He went to battle for the wrong. And I think now he understands that it was deceit. You see what I'm saying? And fear is probably locking his deceit in. He's realizing that he went down the wrong path. Because if you know anything, if there is anything I can tell you, when you are not divinely guided, shit gets hard as... You already know the other word. It gets hard. But when you're routed back to where you're supposed to go, life starts... The flow of energy starts coming in. And you got to remember to be grateful. You got to remember to be grateful and not allow fear to control. So you might have to just walk away. The man, he's realizing maybe there's been some deceit, some lies, some in fear. You know, it all goes together, really. So, let's see. What kind of journey is he looking for right now? These are journey cards. They're so beautiful. So, you know, sometimes right now you may just have to walk away. If you're at a job and you're so unhappy with the way they treat you, you may have to trust the universe is telling you this is not where you need to go. I know for a couple of years, I would go to work and I hated that. I liked my job, but I hated where I was working. So I had to move around. I went through probably a lot of jobs for the last 2 years till I found one I could call home. And that's where I'm at. But since I broke my hand, they're going to hire me back because I didn't do nothing. And I can't wait because I really like that job. It's easy. But, you know, we all facing things. We all have trials. We have to go where we're guided. And that's the big kicker, too, is, like I tell people, I'm not coming back here. I quit. Well, you can't just quit. Yes, I can. Who told you I couldn't quit a job? Man, I'm always looking for a better job. Trust me on that. A job does not define who I am. I define who I am by doing what I enjoy doing the most. You know, so, If the universe sees that I don't go back to that job, then so be it. I trust in where I'm going, because today I've surrendered to who I am. You know, so these are called traveler cards. They are purple, y'all. Who doesn't love purple? I'm an Aquarius. I love purple and orange. I just love colors. So, let's see. I can shuffle better. I'm trying to practice on my shuffling since I broke my hand. Okay. So, I mean, deceit can come from all kinds of areas in your life. You know, the 3D illusions. The 3D has people like, well, if you do this for me, then this will, and then if you do this, and then this, and then the end result is still not working. No matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what you do, it's not going to change till you get up and change it. You have to take action. And yes, it's been deceitful. People are deceitful because they don't want something, or they want something and they're going to lie to you about it. But you can not be around people like that, or around things. And I think, you know, I think a lot of it is that the men are coming into their power because the women are coming into their power. And, I mean, when you see it as a bigger picture, then the illusion of he's not my man and all this, I don't know. I mean, I'm at the point, I'm trusting the universe to do their job because I can't do it. But I can send them some unconditional love. The end result is we got to send each other unconditional love. No matter where you go, no matter what, you still have to love yourself first and foremost. I don't care what anybody says. I love myself today. You know. So, and loving yourself is not the same as loving your masculine, because the more you love yourself, the more he can love himself, and he be like going through hell. God, I've got to do everything. Jesus. But this time we're going to do it. We're doing it right. We're doing it the women way. So we're going to go on this journey. We have the energy. So what is the next step on this journey? How do we release the fears? If you choose to walk away, know that you're going to be guided. Before you make a decision on anything, break it down and talk to your divine. Become sovereign, and before you make a decision, know what it is. If you quit, you quit. If you are so miserable where you at, then quit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be somewhere where I'm miserable. That's not going to happen to me anymore. I am too old. I've come too far not to live the life I love. And you know, I'm at the generation, I'm at the older generation. The newer generation needs to, every generation is finding it. The 30-year-olds, they're going through Saturn returns. So they're at a different phase. I'm at the end of my life. I'm going to be 49 in a couple weeks. So, it's cool. I'm old. I know. But, what are we going to do about this deceit here on this journey? Then, what we're going to do about walking away. Okay. There. That's just what we're going to do today. Okay. With the deceit, breaking the trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So, on his journey right now, they're saying that a breakthrough is at hand. He's worked. It's like, okay, he went to battle. He thought he was doing the right thing. He's realizing through fear, the ego, the 3D world is not right. So he's realizing that there's been deceit along the way. So he's waking up and he's realizing that the universe is trying to tell him that there's a breakthrough. There's something going to change. Something's got to give. You've got to stand in your own power. Not the guy that goes to work, to come home, to take care of this, to take the trash out, to be what they say a man should be. So he's got to come into his feminine power and say, you know what? I'm not going to live like this. Whether you believe I should or not, this is not how I want to live. See, the world has programmed a lot of people in believing that this is what it's supposed to be. It's our job now, because we're divinely guided, to change that. And it looks like he's trying to change that. So as the women journey by the moonlight, who does? Believe in magic. Believe that when you walk away, when your rage is set and you have to walk away because whatever is unsafe for you at this time, or whatever you feel is just not worth it, believe in magic. Believe you are guided by the divine. You are protected. Always, always remember that. You believe in magic. If you're a female, the goddess energy is the night energy. And the moon energy, who does not love the moon? See my moonstone? See? The night, mysteries of the night. I love my moonstone. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. But either way, the journey by moonlight. Because when you believe in magic, good things come. Good things happen. And magic could be anything for any of y'all. The rituals and all that, you know. But the goddess energy is the night energy. Like yin and yang. I don't know. I don't remember which one is which. But if he's going to be breaking the trail to get through this deceit, through this goddess image, through the sphere, he's got to break through. And it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. So we have to believe in the protection of what the goddess creates. When you are a god and you're the sun, you are working. Because when the sun rises, it's going to grow everything. Okay? So we're getting to that point where it's changing. It's oh, excuse me. How rude. My bad. Okay? The goddess energy during the winter, when she comes into play, when darkness entails the sun, he's protecting her. She's gone down into the root of it, and she's cuddling it, and she's birthing a new way. Like when spring comes, it's all new. But somewhere you have to birth, and you have to birth things out of love. And if you're not in a position where that is possible, you have to change. Trust that your journey is changing. And believe when you surrender. When the sun arises, that is the God power. That's the action power. Because once he puts heat on it, once he puts that on it, then he can make it to where his energy can show it to grow. We nurture. Then when you're at night, you go to sleep, you're caressed, you're soft. That's the nurturing energy. That's the feminine energy. That's the goddess energy, is the night. When all that is coming into play, he's going to be his sun and you're the moon. Hope that makes sense. But you have to believe that the moon is doing your job and that you're doing your job. You're nurturing the womb. You're nurturing the growth. You're nurturing the seeds that you've planted for the both of you. Right now, he has to accept the nurturing process. And that's where he's at. And he's realizing that the people that he thought were nurturing him or not. That it's just like he just threw a seed of bad seeds out there. And that's the fear-based seeds. So with fear, what does fear grow? But when you have love, what does love grow? More. You see, fear takes away, love grows more. See, very simple if you ask me. So, we're going to see what kind of wisdom we can do today. The wisdom. No, this is the, I'm not being on. The message. No, we'll wait. That's the message. But we're going to crawl into some earth. What can we ground right now? What is a good grounding for our divine masculine? What kind of ground do we need? What kind of earth magic do we need? We need some earth magic here to go with this divine masculine right now. He needs to be grounded. What can we do in the earth magic to ground? What can he do as a divine masculine to ground and understand what's going on? Okay. So, we got stillness in the lake. Who doesn't like going to the lake? I'm glad I live by the water. Okay. Oh, wait. Believe in magic. The rage. The walking away. The believing in magic time. What can we do to ground this energy that we're doing? Okay. Ah, beautiful. We got the whale. You see how both are in the water? So we're in our emotions, but this emotion, the whale emotion, is coming out. And it says, you know, sometimes you have to make a change. And when every time the whale comes out, he's changing because he breathes underwater and that's his life. But every now and then he's stepping out of his life to breach into a new way, into a different area, and enjoying it for the moment, coming out of himself to escape, to go and try something new. Okay? And that's what makes sense by walking away. Trust the whale, trust the magic, trust. Okay, what he needs to do is be grounded. He needs to sit still and listen to what God is telling him, what the divine is telling him, what the universe is telling him. And sometimes just sitting by the lake in the stillness of the quiet time, he's able to hear. If he can quiet his fears, if he can quiet his mind, he will feel this unconditional love. That's what he needs to do. He needs to let go of let go of his ego and listen to what his heart is telling him, what the love is telling him. So we got that. Okay, y'all. So what's the message? What can we do with the message today for the Divine Masculine? What is the message? Okay. All right, here we go. Got that message. What about for the Divine Feminine? She wants a message too from the Oracle cards. What's the message for the message from you to her, the Divine Feminine? So, you know, everything's working out. It just, once you see the bigger picture, that's the problem. We got to remember there's a bigger picture in play. The universe is huge. Huge. So, we'll do this one. Okay. Alright. Okay. The message. Release toxic relationships. Yep. That's what the message is for him. And here we got the message for learn from your mistakes, which goes good with what's going on. You got the rage. We got the goddess of rage. Something in some of y'all in the Divine Feminine may have to walk away. But if we trust in the divine, in the universe, we believe in the magic that if we do walk away from this, that we are divinely guided. And if we step in this, and if you're guided and you walk away, you're stepping out into the unknown, just like this whale coming out of the water, knowing that he needs to get back in. But here he breaches that. He steps out and he trusts in the universe. And whatever it is, the message the universe is saying is, learn from your mistakes, Divine Feminine. Learn from your mistakes, you see? And you know, no matter what, still give yourself love. Even if it's we learn from our mistakes but for the Divine Masculine right now, he's on a journey. He went on a journey and he had to go to war, okay? So while he was at war, the war is over. He's seeing that there's a lot of deceit in what he did. He sees there's a lot of deceit in what's going on in his world. Because of fear, you know. And he has to go within, and there's a breakthrough when he goes within to find out. You have to go within to be still. You have to shut your mind down to hear what the universe is saying. And for the Divine Masculine, you need to release your toxic relationships. You have to let go of the 3D people. That's where you're at. You're having to let go because of the deceit. You know, while you're in your stillness, You know that this is it, but you're allowing fear to continue to run. And when you go in your stillness, you'll see that fear has kept you doing all this. But if you look around and see the bigger picture, it was not meant for you to walk that journey. So you need to release all the toxic relationship, karma, family, people who aren't on your side, because no matter how hard you try to be nice to everybody, they're not walking your path with you. You have to stand up for what your heart believes. Love is the answer. Love is where you got to go. It doesn't matter whether they're there or not. If you don't have if you do things out of love and you don't get it back, then something is wrong. Not necessarily, let me rephrase that. It's not wrong, but if you continue to give and give and give of yourself without returning it back to yourself, then that is wrong. You don't empty your cup to give it away to someone who is not going to fill it back up. Or you have to fill your own cup back up. Just forget that I even said all that. That's what I'm trying to say is not coming out. So, but you know what I'm saying. You can't deplete your cup into someone else who doesn't give a damn about your cup. You know, that's basically what it is. So them are toxic people. They're killing your lake. They're killing your vibe. They're killing you. So, what kind of love do we have? We got it all. Let's see. What kind of love we got going on? We all need some love right now. This has been a hard day. And this is about where everybody is at right now in the collective. I'm saying, these people. I don't know if you are the people, but this is what's going on. This is where the Divine Masculine is at. He's still kind of in the 3D world, but it seems like he's trying to come out of that and understand the 5D a little bit better. And Divine Feminine, we may have made some mistakes, but we have to learn that it's okay to do that. Because with a mistake through our life, we have to trust as well for the love that we have for ourselves, that it's okay if we have to walk away. It's okay if we do this because we're divinely guided. Just know that wherever you go, you are protected. You are divinely guided as long as you're following your path of where you have to go. Your message will be heard. So, what kind of love does the Divine Masculine need at this time for himself? The Divine Masculine need at this time for himself. And if you see, this is the same thing. These are identical, but one is emotional and one is logical. And it's like it's kind of switching the mirror image that it all pertains to fear. So it's a very beautiful read. It's a very deep read, but it's a deep read we all need. Just shallowness and stuff sometimes, but we have to go a little bit deeper to release a little bit more stuff for the collective, not just for the flame journey, but for the collective flame journey. You know, some stuff may be coming in that doesn't even pertain to us, but we are here designed as a flame to help burn that old way out, to bring in our light, to flame it up. And right now, it looks like we're on the verge of helping not just ourselves, but everyone in the collective as well. So, when you're feeling it, get rid of it. Don't allow fear to run your life. Don't allow fear to take over. You know, gotta let things go. Okay. Love. Okay. All right. Gotta send some love on all of this. Humility. He's going to have to do a lot of work because a man does not want to be humble. But once you develop the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So I think where he's at, because of the breaking through and the stillness he's going through, he knows he's got to release toxic relationship, but he's got to be humble enough to accept that this is not his path. He went to battle out of fear, and he's realized that deceit and stillness and all of this, he has to release toxic relationships. That's the bottom line. That's what we all have to do. If it doesn't work, just because it doesn't vibe with us, or we get around people that we don't like, we can say, you know what, I understand where you're coming from. This is not my journey I want to walk with you with, but I can still send you love. And because If you don't like something in a person, that means there's something wrong with you as well. So instead of saying, get away from me, I don't like you, no, send love to it, but send a boundary with it. I can send you love, but I can find out what it is in me that I don't like about what I feel in you. But I can set up a healthy boundary. So now he's realizing he can do the same. Let's see what the Divine Feminine is going. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. That's beautiful, ladies. Very beautiful. And that looks like what we're going through right now. We're stepping into our powers. We're learning from our mistakes. But we have virtue to know that that it's loving. To acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So, we believe in the magic. We believe in the universe. We believe that what we are doing is for the greater good. And if we have to walk away from some things, then so be it. Walk away. But know it's divinely guided when you do walk away. Trust in the moon. Trust in the magic that you have within yourself. Step out of yourself. Step out of the world and go. Step out of the cage. The cage that you put yourself in has always been open. You just been afraid to go out there. And we learn from our mistakes every day. Be grateful that you learn from that mistake so you don't have to do it again. Thank God. Thank you, universe, for teaching me this. And through that, we get virtue. We're virtuous. We're learning to grow, and because of that, we can help another person as well that is going to go through this path, and we can send them love with the boundary. Always send love with the boundary. So that's very beautiful, y'all. Very beautiful. We're working on the process. Let's see, what kind of love does the universe want to give us today? These are beautiful cards too, y'all. Encouraging stuff right now. What can we do today? Did I already get these? No. Okay. So right now, humble. Be virtuous. Learn. Okay. I am the dreamer of my dreams. Divine Masculine. Dream it and go for it. Divine Feminine. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Oh my God, that is so beautiful, y'all. That goes perfect with everything. And if you see all this, if he starts dreaming when he's in his stillness and he releases the toxicity, he'll be humble enough to where his dreams become real. You know, he's got to see it. And then that takes away the fear. When I lean on certainty, when you lean on the moon, see? You got to trust the moon. See how they match? They're purple. When you trust the divine, when you're divinely guided, then you know you see a different world. About the world. You see, opens up your third eye. You're able to see clearly when you have love in all of this. So this is a different reading, but I felt like it was a necessary reading because I'm different and unique, and I don't follow the mainstream because I don't know what the mainstream is because I do me. But I think this is a good energy read, and I thank you, universe, for giving it here, and I hope that you get something out of it. If it doesn't resonate with you right now, keep it for about 3 days. If it doesn't resonate, let it go. There are things in our life that we're always going to be learning. There are things in the Divine Masculine in his world that he's always going to be learning. This is a journey of learning and growing, but don't stay stuck. If fear rides in, send it back out. We're that strong today. Trust in the universe to guide you where you need to go. Trust that with your guidance, that you can help another person that it may be going through the same thing. And you've had the experience that you can send them some love and say, you know, when you trust what your gut tells you to do, you can help them with their transition so they don't stay in it long. Always trust. Always believe. Always know that what you've went through, you walk it, you know things, you feel things, now you walk in the path. And as you do that, you become wisdom. Knowledge becomes wisdom when you walk. So, the journey isn't easy, but it's worth it. Because now you're guided. So, thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing and for the donations that y'all are giving me. The 1111 is just a reference that is just for the Twin Flame that we can, you know, share if you feel guided to help out. It should be in the description bottom below. It's just an energy exchange donation. That's all. Nothing more. I'm not set up at this time to do one-on-one at this time because I'm not there yet. Well, I don't feel that that's where I'm being called to go to at this time. So my readings are just this, and this is all I've got to give right now because until I get called to do something else, then I will do it. But this is all I got. And I don't know when they will tell me to do something else. Okay? So thank y'all so much for everything. Thank you for being here. And y'all are just, y'all make my day very beautiful. And I hope you got something good out of this, or bad, or it opened you up. Alright? I believe in you, I trust in you, and I love you. I love each and every one of you that are watching this video, and know that I am sending you love and light. So mote it be. Peace.